Hello everyone and welcome back to more One Piece. This is episode 721, 722, and 723. So 3 episodes today. Checking. This is not before the avalanche of 4 episodes yet. So the plan currently is next video is 4 episodes, then 3, then 4, 4, 4, and then 3 again, I think. No, and then 4. Oh my god. Yeah, so next episode 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. So we've got some, and then probably 4 again after that. I don't know. I haven't planned that far ahead, but there's a lot. There's a lot. So just be prepared. I mean, for you guys, it's not, you just get to watch a bit of a longer video. For me, I have to record and edit a longer video, so it's bigger for me. But you know, just prepare yourselves. If you have any rituals for 4 episode videos that you don't have for 3 episode videos, make sure that ritual's ready, because there's gonna be a lot coming up. In fact, take you know, really appreciate this 3 episode 1 and the 3 episode 1 that's coming in a couple videos time, because it's the last time you're gonna have the shorter videos for a while. Although I say shorter videos, sometimes my 3 episode videos will be as long, if not longer, than the 4 episode videos, depending on the episodes. Now today, is that gonna be one of those days? Because we're doing 721, 722, and 723, and the thing about these episodes is, in the last video, the final thing that happened was Luffy taking down Bellamy, which was the, in my view of it, like the last, I don't want to say non-important, but the last less important thing in this arc, I'm pretty sure. I think now we just have Doflamingo and Treble with Law and Luffy, right? I think that's it. Because everything else I'm pretty sure is dealt with. So if that's the case, this is gonna be crazy. We also have the B team with Nami and Sanji and Chopper and Brook, who are being chased right now. That's still happening, but I don't know if we're gonna cut back to that until we're done with the Doflamingo stuff. So look, I mean, we got quite a lot of episodes left still, but I wonder how many of these is going to be like fighting Doflamingo, and how much of it is going to be like epilogue stuff. And also maybe, I mean, they might even put some more flashbacks and stuff in. I mean, we've already had like what I would consider to be like our lengthy flashback of the arc. Like if every arc has at least one sort of important lengthy flashback, the one for this arc was the Corazon one, right? I mean, we spent like four or something episodes on that. And then we also spent like some episodes on Doflamingo's backstory, and we also spent some episodes on what's his name? I keep wanting to say Baby 5 because he's dressed like a baby, but Senor Pink's backstory. Oh gosh. So I'm gonna fight through it. So I feel like we have some important episodes now. Like I'm kind of anticipating they're going to be slower paced, but maybe they won't be. I don't know. And I mean, if they're slower paced, but they're like Doflamingo, it's a Doflamingo fight, but they slow down the pace, I don't think I'll mind that as much as like a slower paced, you know, Pika walking through the city, for example. So let's see. I'm excited to jump into this. I've been looking forward to this. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can get the next at least 20 episodes on my Patreon account now, but I'm pretty sure if you're watching this on YouTube when it comes out, if you go to my Patreon account now, it should be the rest of Dressrosa out on there now. It should be there. So go check that out. But anyway, let's jump into episode 721 of One Piece. Woo! Hey, let's go. Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap.
海賊王夢と野望を阻んでゴム人間となった少年この一角を崩すため組んだルフィたちはドレス島ごと閉じ込められて次々と撃破する仲間たち今日を迎えようとしていた
And that is the cube complete. I forgot to refill my water before this video, so I'm gonna be thirsty. Okay, this episode is going to be called the showdown. Finally, Luffy's pissed off at Doflamingo. Man, I wonder if you sent like actually against Doflamingo, sending more people, he can just turn them into warriors for you, I guess. With a lot of other enemies, that's normally something that they don't do that they should, but because of Law being dead? I mean, she could say it. Yeah. He's taken down. Is he dead though? He can't be dead. I'm not falling for it, Oda. I'm not. I don't want to hear the boo. Don't let me hear it. No. A few minutes ago at the Royal Palace. What are we jumping to? Oh, we're watching how he died. Oh. I mean, I'm saying died. I don't know if he died, but... Or maybe he's not dead, and maybe it's a fake dead body that he made out of string. Oh god. Ugh. Yeah, he's had a shit life. Jeez. Oh. No. Oh. Interesting. But what would his wish be? Wouldn't it be to take you down? And he'd be doing the opposite by giving you the perpetual youth surgery. Okay. Go lick all the butts. Yeah. Yes, they have. Oh, I love this. Oh, so satisfying. Oh, Jesus. Oh, if Law does die here, at least he went out saying a badass speech. That's the first time you've seen that? Oh! Jeez, man! Jesus! It's a lot of gunshot. I feel like he's... I mean... I feel like he's dead. But like, it's Law. Oh my god, I think he might be dead, man. Oh man. Yeah, well yeah, you'd think. But it is One Piece, so I don't know. Like, they could find some way to do it, but you know what? I have to just accept it. If it turns out he's not dead, I can be pleasantly surprised. Shit, man! Stop showing Nami's intro, she's not here. You keep reminding me how much I miss her. If Nami were here, she could solo Doflamingo. I don't know how, but she could. I trust her. It's really good that all the citizens are, you know, still in somewhat high spirits and working hard. Oh.
まあいい。オペオペの実はまた手に入れれば
Yeah, you just have to wait till it appears somewhere.
すべてに
What's he doing? Is he gonna start shrinking the dome? You know, like a battle royale game? Because if you shrink the dome that's centered around you, it will come, you know, to you. So people will either die or they have to come directly to you and you can kill them. Oh, he's here! Oh.
やれたろ
Oh, third gear.
雲のすがき
Oh shit. Oh. Oh, cool. What a cool move, Luffy. Oh, hawk cuddling.
ブレイクホワイト
Oh, shit, man. He's got so much power. Look at all that string. And he's got the dome around everything, you know? Oh, is that Law's blood? Yeah.
死んでるよ見りゃわかるだろう
Shit, man!
だのになお前奇跡を見せてくれるんだって
Time to work a miracle.
さあ来い二人いるぞ
Man, I'd love if Luffy just killed Treble, just like in one hit or something. Just so that you can go like, hey, 1 for 1. Battle axe! Oh god. Oh shit! Now he's doing what Bellamy did. Oh shit! Oh shit! He like actually learned it. He just straight up has Bellamy's power. Like he's using the rubber power like Bellamy's power.
惜しかったな
Oh yep, here they come. It's shrinking.
その場を動くな
Yep.
なんだ
Motherfuckers are playing PUBG now. Like,
どうした
Jesus.
縮んでるぞ
Oh god.
終わらせよう待て
Huh? Huh?
よく聞け
Huh?
麦わらや
What the fuck? Why can we hear Lord's voice? Holy shit, is he still alive? How is he still alive? What's he doing? That's an exciting cliffhanger. A lot of the time, the One Piece cliffhangers are like, you know, that I would say a lot of the time it's like, oh yeah, this thing that we kind of expected is going to be next or whatever. You know, like I feel like a lot of the time they're not truly like, holy shit, I need to see what happens next, or like, you know, right away next. But that one is, oh, I want to move on to the next episode and see how this plays out. Ooh, that's exciting. That's so cool. Great episode. Really, really enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, I like a lot of the stuff that happened here. So yeah, obviously Doflamingo wanted Law to use the Perpetual Youth on him, and then Law was basically like, okay, I'll do that if you bring back Korra and also go and lick the butts of everyone in Dressrosa. Like, you do these basically impossible feats and I'll do this for you. That's how fucking unlikely it is. Like, you're not going to do that, are you? And you're not going to be able to pull that off. But the Straw Hats, they pull off miracles all the time. And I love that. I mean, I feel like a lot of shows do that, where they'll, at some point in the show, they recognize that the main character is someone who does extraordinary things, where it's like people actually just expect them to do the impossible, right? That it feels like eventually when a show goes on long enough, the characters do start to acknowledge that. But I always like it. I always find it fun because it feels so earned when we've got our, and like one of my favorite things in One Piece, I think, is like that the world is so it doesn't forget. The world continues to grow, and the world continues to remember all of the events that happened to it. Like, I have said, because I've done a lot of reactions to a lot of different shows on my main channel, right? And I think something that I bring up a lot in certain shows is if a show tends to be sort of what I call monster of the week, where it's just like every episode is sort of its own thing, which has another term. I think, is it serialized, or is serialized the other version of it? I'm just gonna look it up. No, okay, so serialized is the opposite of it. Serialized is what I like, but episodic is just the term. That's a very simple term. But yeah, so I don't like episodic storytelling that much. I mean, it's not that I don't like it, but I don't like it nearly as much as serialized storytelling, which is, if you don't know, episodic is basically like the plot of the episode happens within the episode, and then the next episode, generally with episodic storytelling, by the end of the episode they return to the status quo in some way. So I mean, look at like Simpsons, or so, you know, a lot of older sitcoms and stuff use episodic storytelling, which is like they will always try to reset back to the standard. And the idea is that, like, you can pick up any episode and watch it, and you don't, you know, like if someone said, oh, season 26 episode 8 of Simpsons is a really good episode, you should check that out, then I can go and watch it. I don't need to catch up on the seasons of Simpsons. I can just watch that episode and go like, oh good, that was a good episode. But in One Piece, obviously, if someone said like, oh, episode 743 is a great episode of One Piece, then I couldn't just go to that episode and watch it and know why it's so good and understand everything that's going on. I would have to watch at the very least that arc, but probably the whole series beforehand to understand what was going on, you know? So I prefer serialized storytelling, because I watch TV shows because I care about the characters and the world, and I love development. I love development of plots, I love development of the world, and I love development mostly of characters. One Piece is a show full of like earned development. The show that I feel like Oda never tries to go back to the status quo. He will constantly be changing shit and moving forward, and I love that. I love that the show like continues to push forward and has a real sense of progression, because to me that's the best kind of show that like actually feels like it's growing and it's changing, and all the characters are changing their you know, their personality slightly, they're changing the way they think about things, they're changing their power sets as it goes on, you know. And Oda is so good at it. So in this show, when they say stuff like, oh, the Straw Hats are people who, like, they achieve miracles, it feels so earned. Like, every time that the Straw Hats' reputation has grown, we see it, and we see the effects of it, and we see how people react to it and feel about these characters. Early in One Piece, those characters were like, oh, they're, you know, who knows what from who knows where, like, we don't care about them, they're just like lame, stupid people playing pirate or whatever. But now, at this point in the series, like, the Straw Hat crew are genuinely like a threat. People consider the Straw Hat crew a big deal. It doesn't mean enemies don't underestimate them, because they do. Doflamingo underestimates Straw Hat Luffy still, but Doflamingo underestimates kind of everyone. Like, I don't think he expects anyone to be able to take him down. So it's not, I mean, like, I you know, maybe someone like, I mean, if Gold Roger was still around, maybe Gold Roger, maybe Blackbeard, you know, but for the most part, I think he really, you know, doesn't expect anyone to be able to take him down. But I love how this show, it feels like the characters really, you know, the characters are known for kind of how strong they are and who they are. Like, if I think of something like, and I'm going to use an example of a really good show here, even though what I'm saying is something that, I think is less interesting. But in Cowboy Bebop, for example, which I watched the entire of Cowboy Bebop on my main channel. You can go check out my reactions to all of it if you like that show. But I loved Cowboy Bebop. But the thing about Cowboy Bebop is they are bounty hunters and the sort of gimmick of the show. That show, one, is very episodic, and two, part of the gimmick of that show is they're bounty hunters, but for some reason or another they don't get paid a lot of the time, so they're always kind of failing bounty hunters, in that, like, they're very good, or they're pretty good at their job, but they don't end up, you know, they stay poor constantly throughout the series, right? And so the problem with that, in my eyes, is, one, every episode you're kind of like, okay, well, how are they gonna lose it this time, you know? And then the other problem, I feel like, is I don't feel like when you get towards the end of the series, I want to see, like, more people are, like, recognizing them, or, like, the things that they've done in the world, they feel like they've, like, really affected things around them. But obviously it's not Cowboy Bebop style. Part of the thing with Cowboy Bebop is how sort of almost low stakes it is. So I'm not saying it should have done it differently. I'm just saying why I prefer something like One Piece, where you have these stakes that stick around, these characters that genuinely, you know, think about our main characters and are scared of them, and it's really cool. So I mean, you have stuff like the Big Mom stuff that's going on, that's been being set up for a little while, and now there might be something really important happening with the Big Mom crew, and I'm imagining in a upcoming arc soon enough, you know, we're going to be dealing with Big Mom. I know at some point we do face her, I know, because I think that was something I knew before we even started watching One Piece. Like, that was one of, I feel like when I started no, it can't have been when I started watching One Piece, but it would have been like a little bit before, like when I was thinking about watching One Piece at some point. I think the show was at, like, wherever the Big Mom stuff is, right? So I think, like, that's upcoming, but I don't know when it is. I imagine it's gonna be in, like, a couple arcs time, but who knows? So anyway, the point is, Oda's really good at setting a lot of this stuff up, and it feels really, really good. So Law having that speech about, well, the Straw Hats pull off miracles, is just, it feels so earned, and that whole speech was so great. And now Luffy can use the Bellamy spring thing, which is kind of nice. Like, it's like how people say in Breaking Bad, Walter White sometimes, like, takes on like a personality trait or something of someone he kills. In the same way, you have Luffy, who, like, he takes down Bellamy, and it's like, now he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna carry some of Bellamy with me, in that I'm gonna use his string thing, and it makes it his spring thing, and it makes sense because, like, rubber and spring, they are actually extremely similar things, so it makes perfect sense that he'd be able to use his rubber like the spring. And it also makes Bellamy useless. Like, Luffy's just a better Bellamy, which is great. I love it. Anyway, that's it. Okay, let's move on to the next episode. I can't wait to see what's happening with Law. This is episode 722. Here we go. Okay, recap, Rubik's, here we go.
その海に今ゴムゴムのミーたちはドレスローザに得られてしまう。
お前は間違いだがどうせ
And that's the cube complete. Okay. Alright, this episode is going to be called The Return of Trafalgar Law. His secret revival power? What if he gave himself the perpetual... No, you can't do that because it's supposed to kill the user. Get out of there, guys. Start moving inward. Man, it sucks because as it shrinks, like, the crowds are gonna get denser. God damn. This city, this poor fucking city that's absolutely destroyed. Like, even if they get out of this, everyone's livelihood is snuffed out. Well, the game that he said at the start, right? That they were playing a game to... who's gonna die first? Yeah, man. Was this episode written when Battle Royale games were, like, at their hype? Like, is this around when PUBG? I gotta look this up after. Because I'm pretty sure PUBG was the main leader of it originally, and then it became Fortnite. It would be kind of funny if this was all inspired by Battle Royale games. God damn, man. I wonder if it's gonna push some of the debris closer each time as well. It's like a coin pusher game, you know? I mean, most of the debris is just gonna slash right through, but I wonder if some of it's gonna be pushed or dragged along. Aww. That's pretty fucked. Zoro, do something. I mean, have you met the guy? You gotta beat him quick, Luffy. Fuck him up! I need to find out how Law was talking. That was the cliffhanger, we still haven't gotten to it. Straw Hat, yeah. Oh, great. Awesome. Another one made by you. Yep. That's what it comes down to. Oh. Oh, shit. Fast paced now. I love this. I love when the show actually makes these battles really fast paced, like they should be. So good. Oh. 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 Oh! Shambles! Holy shit! What the fuck is this? Oh my god! What? Holy shit! Gamma knife! Oh, the visuals on that are awesome! What's going on? We can't possibly beat him in this episode, so... Or maybe we can, but I don't know. Ooh. This is gonna be like... This is like the Wiper and Eneru moment, I feel like. Where it's like, yeah, this should have killed him. Oh! That's so satisfying, though. I love that visual. The colors, it's great. Yeah. We've always been in a room. Oh. Holy shit! Oh my god. Okay. Whoa! He swapped himself. What? Oh my god, wait, that's crazy! That's a really cool way to like not kill Law in that situation. I like that. That's really clever. And then when Luffy, yeah. This is so clever, I like it a lot. Like, that doesn't feel like an ass pull to me. That feels like that was really well thought out. Oh! My god. Well, then now what's gonna happen? Is this gonna get Doflamingo? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Law's ready to die. Yeah! Oh! Oh! Jeez, man, it's really fucked him up. What? Oh my god. What's he doing? Like, does he want to be the one to kill him? Oh my god, Law. Oh. I don't think it is over. Oh. Okay. Whew. Very cool episode. Now, what I'm gonna find out is, first of all, when was Dressrosa being written? Like, that's okay. So Dressrosa was from 2013 to 2015. Okay, and then PUBG. I don't know. Most popular. Like when when was PUBG most popular? Hang on. So, wait, what? Dressrosa, I've already got the numbers. So 2013 to 2015 is the manga, right? And PUBG didn't come out until 2017. So no. So no, it isn't. It isn't at all. This is just completely from Oda's mind. I mean, like I can't remember if the Shrinking Circle, because like obviously there's other battle royale things like Battle Royale and like Hunger Games, but I don't think either of those had the Shrinking Circle. Hang on, let me just see if I can figure out where the idea of the Shrinking Circle came from. Okay, well, I mean, if I look at the Battle Royale game Wikipedia page, it does say that in Battle Royale, the film, slash the novel, they do play in a shrinking play zone. So like it's possible, because that was from the year 2000, and obviously that's a Japanese film. So so that could have so like Oda could have been inspired by that actually. Anyway, so yeah, the episode was great, and I really loved the idea of how Law survived, because I thought it was going to be like he just, you know, like, he was shot a bunch of times, but, you know, it's the human will, like, he's able to survive that much, or, you know, maybe he used his power on himself in some way that because he's got the op fruit, so he maybe operated on his own body in a way that sort of made it more resilient or whatever. Another thing that I was thinking, and I thought this one was, like, this was a crazier application, but I thought maybe... And I should have said this stuff in the last discussion, but I got so distracted by other stuff, I forgot. But like maybe Doflamingo had the bullets and started firing down on Law. And Law, every time the bullet like started to enter his body or whatever, he would like take that bullet and that chunk of flesh and like teleport it somewhere. And the reason that would be, because I mean he'd still have the holes in his body, but I feel like the reason that would be okay is because we've seen you can remove someone's heart, like completely remove their heart, and the body still functions as normal somehow. Like there's still blood flowing through your veins and stuff, so clearly it's magic. Like there's no scientific way that it works. So I don't want to hear people say like, no, if you remove those chunks of the flesh, then actually the body wouldn't be able to function properly or whatever, because they could remove the heart with his power and keep it intact, and the person still lives fine. So so I thought maybe as soon as the bullet's about to enter, or as soon as it enters the skin, you take that chunk of flesh and you immediately teleport it somewhere. And so then it's like that section is somewhere else, and it looks like a bullet hole because it technically is, but it's, you know, if you tried to look in there for the bullet, you wouldn't find it. But that one was like a crazy, like I was like, they probably won't do that one because that's just kind of annoying to explain. Like that's, sometimes I think of ideas that characters could do, but then I think like, but a writer wouldn't want to have to go through the trouble of figuring out a way to explain that so it makes sense, you know? I remember in Jujutsu Kaisen, like Jujutsu Kaisen is full of explanations that it's like, what the fuck did they just say? Huh? I don't understand that. But I remember there's one bit in like the hidden inventory arc where Gojo's explaining how he healed or something, right? And he's talking about like how he uses negative energy with negative energy, and since like two negatives make a positive, he actually used it to heal or whatever. And it's like, it's this fucking crazy, like, it, you know, if you simplify it down to just math terms, like negative energy, positive energy, it's, you know, it's simple enough, I guess, but, like, it's such, for trying to imagine that and how that interacts with the power system and, like, negativity and, like, how you actually physically could make a negative with a negative, like, with the powers, how does that even work? It just, like, it hurts my brain, and it's, like, in that scene, a lot of the scene, I'm like, wow, this is really cool, but also, what? I'm trying to figure it out at the same time. So I think it's a very similar type of thing to me, where it's like, I feel like sometimes writers just don't want to have that situation where the audience is trying to watch the scene, but also going, what did he say he did just then? I can't get a hold of it. But really fucking cool. I loved the gamma knife. I loved the gamma colors, you know, that green, that sickly green color coming off as energy. That was really cool. I loved Luffy saving Law there, where it's like Doflamingo was about to just kill Law, and then Luffy like kicked him, and it was great. And now he's standing over Doflamingo, and he's like, it's over, which means it's not fucking over. There's no way it's over. It can't be over, so what's gonna happen? I don't know. Let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 723 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go.
しかしかつてファンで来た仲間たちが挑む新世界を支配する四皇のムーブ現国と閉じ込められてしまう
And that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be like sort of versus, so I'm gonna say Law versus Doflamingo, but I have a theory. What if he switches his, like, he did a body swap with him and Doflamingo, but does the eternal youth surgery on Doflamingo's body, but puts his own soul in Doflamingo's body? So he dies, but it's actually, whatever. There's no way that's gonna happen, but I wanted to say it before the episode starts. Oh my gosh. Let's just kill this guy. Yes! Yes! Take that, you loser. Yes and no. I think he does care for his family in some way. I think you can, like, hate Doflamingo while recognizing that he does have bonds that he cares about, you know? Doflamingo's voice actor is so good. Like, he's so unsettling and great. Yeah, that sounds very much like Doflamingo now. Oh my god. Jesus, man. Is this him trying to kill Doflamingo now? Oh. Death. I love that. So cool, like, showing, you know, that's always been on his hand, but, like, focusing on it. Oh, wait, no, okay. I thought the cage was fading away, but it was just his vision getting blurry. Why? What's going on? Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh. I feel like now he's being held up by strings, but I don't know that for sure. What? Oh my god! That's fucked, man. Uh-huh. He's just fucking... His power is so insane, and he's... It's not just that the power's insane, he's insane at using it. God damn it. I hate that Trebo is still around and still doing shit. Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. doing it with armament haki. That's so awesome. And this isn't even them attacking each other. This is Doflamingo trying to attack Law and Luffy just stopping it. And that's how powerful it is. Oh. I don't know, man. Look at him. He's holding his own. Oh, man. Oh. I feel like we've seen enough of this scene. I don't want to see more Tremor. But it'll probably do a bit of a law drop here. Oh my god. Yeah. So that was Conqueror's Haki, I imagine. Yeah, of the color of the Supreme King. That's what he said before as well. Man, way to give him an extra inflated ego. He already had one. Ah, so he did give him the fruit. God damn, man. No, I mean what you've said is, if the reason you think he's a chosen one is also what Luffy has, Luffy could be the chosen one, baby. Oh yeah. Some good Luffy screams right now. Oh shit. See, Doflamingo's on his back foot. Like, he's genuinely having to focus. I mean, he's still probably a bit injured from the internal organ thing. Still healing him inside. Oh! Oh! Oh, good shit! Oh. You're getting some good hits on him. But I don't like that Tremor keeps in the background. Oh! What is it? Hawk Bazooka? Oh shit. Eagle. Oh! He's just out of there. God damn, man. Oh! Change to purple, that's how you know it's strong. Oh, Jesus. Whew, what a great episode. This video flew by. I did 3 episodes and it felt like one, maybe 1.5. It was so good. Like, yeah, this is just, it's so fun. Whenever you get up to this part of the One Piece arcs, where it's like you're fighting the boss, and especially like now in Dressrosa, I mean, Dressrosa, Doflamingo is one of the best villains I feel like we've had in all of One Piece. Like, he's such a incredible villain. So, so this is like extremely exciting. Yeah, I liked this a lot. Yeah, so at the start of the episode, I had a dumb theory, but it's like a fun theory to think about, I think. I don't think this works, right? But I don't care. I don't need you to say like, whoa, this technically won't work because blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Can we just like, can I just have sometimes fun things that I say and we can just acknowledge that they're fun things? Here's the fun thing. The idea that we know Law can like switch people's bodies so that he can make someone go into someone else's body. It would be funny if he could make him go into someone else's body. And it's like, he can use the perpetual youth surgery on someone else. And so, like, what if he was able to use the perpetual youth surgery on Doflamingo's body to make that body have perpetual youth, but also switch his soul with that body. So he then has Doflamingo's body. It's Law in the body. The body is immortal. He stays alive forever. And Doflamingo goes into Law's body, which subsequently dies. That would be that would be funny to like force Doflamingo to give up his life for you. It would be fucked up and overpowered and like absolutely insane, but it's funny. but yeah, no, I don't need people to debunk the theory. Because sometimes I do that where I like to say like theories that are clearly wrong, but they're funny and they're interesting to think about regardless. And people will like when I was doing a stream with Sammy on this channel. I think it was on this, yeah, it was on this channel. You can go to the live tab of this channel to see it. But when I did the stream with him and I had a bunch of like One Piece thoughts, and they weren't real theories, they were just like stupid things that I thought of. And so like one was like, what if Shanks was a vampire because he has red hair, and like Nami had orange hair and she ate tangerines while she was growing up. So if Shanks has red hair, he drank a lot of blood, right? And then another theory was like, what if Nico Robbins, she wasn't creating her own hands or feet or whatever on things. She was creating body parts of people that she's killed. And so like whenever there's a huge group of people and she like snaps all of their necks, she's like building up more limbs in her arsenal to be able to use in the future, which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fit with the way her power works really at all. But it's funny to think about, isn't it? So yeah, like I remember people were like fact checking me on those, and I was like, I'm kidding, I'm joking, it's fun. But yeah, anyway, this idea with Law, I don't even know if he can switch his own body with someone else. I don't think that's a thing. I know he can switch two other people, but I don't think he'd be able to switch himself with someone else. When I'm trying to remember when they did do the body switch thing, the devil fruits, did they still work? Who switched? Let's see. No, I think they did still work, because I think Tashigi was trying to use smokers, right? So yeah, the devil fruits switched as well. So by that I mean the devil fruits didn't switch. They stayed in the body that they were supposed to be in. So so that would mean if he swapped with someone, that person would then have to know how to swap them back. I wonder how long it takes for you to train with the devil's fruit to get certain powers. Because with Doflamingo, something that's really cool about him is he's got an alright power or a good power that he's made incredible by the way he uses it, you know? It's the same as like if you when you look at Lemillion in, you know, Mirio Togeda in MHA, where it's like, I mean, his power is amazing, but it's like so impossible to use effectively. Like you need so much training and so much practice and so much thought that goes into it, that it makes it really difficult. So people are like, oh my god, that's such an amazing power. And it's like, well, it's actually mostly amazing because Mirio is amazing and he's amazing at using it, and he like does all these crazy things with it because of the way he's trained with it. I feel similarly about Doflamingo. Like if you had I feel like even Crocodile's power, right? If you had Crocodile's power, it's, you know, I don't feel like there's much impressive about what Crocodile's doing with it. Most of the time he's like fucking sucking people dry. It feels like that's like, you know, you can figure out how to do that day 2 of having your power, you know? Or having someone hit and your body just turns to sand. That probably happens automatically. Or you can do that day, you know, maybe day 5 of your power. Doflamingo has some crazy moves with his powers that I feel like it would take years and years to be able to even somewhat do some of this stuff. And the thing where his body, inside of his body, there are strings repairing his organs while he's on death's door, that's the sort of thing that it's like, no, that's a true incredible master of his devil fruit. That's amazing. It's really cool. And it makes Doflamingo more intimidating, the fact that he's really good at using his power. He doesn't just have a strong power, he's good at using it. It makes him more interesting. It makes it more fun. I like more intelligent villains like that. And I also think, like, early on, Law said something like, you just chose people who were convenient to and called them your family, right? And I get why he's saying that, because he's upset about Corazon, right? And Corazon's his blood relation, and he, you know, abandoned Corazon and killed Corazon and all of that, right? And, like, he's right in that, like, if the different people in his family didn't have their uses, he would, he wouldn't have chosen them in the first place. But I feel like the way Law said it implied to me that it's like, it's not, you don't really care about these people, you care about what they can do for you. I think it often starts as what they do for you, and then he grows to actually care about them. I say that because, I mean, I look at, like, the Doflamingo and Monet final moments, you know? Like, that was quite sweet and quite nice, and he didn't seem to blame Monet or be angry with them. And a lot of the time when they make mistakes and stuff, a lot of the time Doflamingo's like, all right, the past is the past, let's move forward. Like, he's not incredibly harsh and horrible. I think if he only cared about them for what they could do for him, then he would be, like, punishing mistakes. He would be threatening to kick these people out of his family constantly. Like, they'd be there by fear. But they all were there by loyalty because they liked him, because he liked them. So I do think Doflamingo's family is legit. Like, I think you can recognize when a character that is horrible still has some stuff that's good. And I feel like the bonds he has with those people, there's nothing wrong with that. It's what he did with those bonds and what he did with those people that is horrible. But the actual bonds themselves, quite nice, quite sweet, you know? That's a nice little found family, and a found family is no less legitimate than your blood family. So if he considers these people his family, that's that's like his real family. But he killed Corazon, so you know, like, he killed Corazon for such, like, petty reasoning as well. Like, just, I mean, you know, he was annoyed by Corazon for petty reasoning. He said that, like, oh, I hated that he had, like, this sense of justice, and he was being what was the term he used? It wasn't cringy, it was cheesy. He was becoming more cheesy. And, like, it's just such a petty reason to try to, like, spite the dead at that point. But obviously it was to rile Law up at that point as well, because he loves to rile people up more and more. But man, all right. Anyway, that was One Piece episodes 721 to 723. Thank you for watching. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can possibly finish Dressrosa on my Patreon account right now, so go check that out. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.